of the common Nigerian. Tune in to everyone at 103.5 FM or you join online via mixlr.com/GistFM every Monday and Saturday. What are your political views? Keep a date.
Igbo na-ekwu na-asị na-ama mma site n'ụlọ wee pụba n'iro. N'eziokwu, ezinụlọ bụ mgbọrọgwụ ji ihe ọbụla a na-eme n'obodo dị iche iche. Ọ bụrụ na ezinụlọ adịghị mma, obodo agaghị adị mma. Mana ezinụlọ dị mma, ihe ga na-agara anyị siriri werere n'obodo anyị dị iche iche. N'ọganihu ezinụlọ kwa Monday ma ọ kụọ 12 noon, Wednesday ma ọ kụọ 1 p.m. yana Friday ma ọ kụọ 1 p.m. Ị ga-amụta ọtụtụ ihe bụ nke ga-enyere gị aka ka ezinụlọ n'obodo anyị na-aga n'iru nke ọma. Chaa aka ghọrọ Lady kwa Monday, Wednesday yana Friday na-aga n'iru ezinụlọ. Ọganihu ezinụlọ bụ ọganihu obodo anyị.
This is the best beautiful
Excuse me. I've got an announcement to make. Are you looking for a way to tell the world about your products and services? Search no more. Come to Ebonadi FM 103.5 to Gidi, Anambra State. Let's tell the world at large about that your services and products. And you watch your business speed up with an unimaginable speed. As it is hot, Ebonadi FM, your shop love for advertising businesses.
Listen to news updates on Ebonadi 103.5 FM immediately after Angeles 6 o'clock a.m. and 6 o'clock p.m. weekdays. Stay tuned to be updated, to be informed. News updates, live reports. Ebonadi FM breaks the news with actualities.
And to read if we are looking for a new Nigeria.
You can as well listen online via mixlr.com/GistFM.
Good evening and welcome to Ebona, the 103.5 FM news update. Today is Tuesday, the 10th day of January 2023, and the time is a minute past the hour of 6. Martin Ifan is my name. The headlines: 3 in police net for alleged armed robbery in Anambra. Anambra community gets new monarch 19 years after. IPAC passes vote of confidence on INEC ahead of general election. This second market fire incident, Governor Adeleke condoles shop owners. Should G5 work against party, they will have their people to contend with. 6-year-old boy intentionally shoots teacher in Virginia school. Now, the details. Three in police net for alleged armed robbery in Anambra. The Anambra State Police Command has arrested 3 teenagers allegedly involved in armed robbery in Anambra State. The state's Police Public Relations Officer, PPRO, Mr. Tochukwu Ikenga, said they were arrested by vigilante operatives, Oka, and handed over to the state CID, Annex, Okozo, Oyu local government area for further investigation. According to the PPRO, it was a case of armed robbery and not two fighting as earlier alleged, adding that the complainant positively identified the 3 suspects. He said there were marks of violence and serious wounds on the body of the complainant as a result of the attack by the suspects. The suspects' statements were taken and they all confessed to the crime. They were detained with other suspects in the cell. One of the suspects in custody revealed that as they were sleeping, the late Uchenna started acting abnormally and screamed and hit his head on the wall before he slumped. The victim was taken to the hospital and he was confirmed dead by the doctor. No money was demanded or collected by the IPU or any policeman as attested by the deceased father. The PPRO said a Twitter user's account on the matter was aimed at inciting the public against the police, stating that the command had invited him to Anambra State Police Command on Wednesday to come with evidence and witnesses to prove that the IPO demanded the sum of 150,000 naira for bail. This, he added, would enable the police to come out with facts about what transpired. He said that the police would also carry out an autopsy to determine the cause of the death of the victim in the police cell. Anambra community gets new monarch 19 years after. Barely 19 years after the demise of the traditional ruler of Isua and Osha community, Okanot local government area, Anambra State, His Royal Highness late Igwe Emmanuel Emebo 11, a new monarch, Chief Sylvester Igni, now Igwe-elect, over the weekend emerged, having scored 375 votes to defeat his rival, Chief Donatus Okeke, who got 329 votes in a keenly contested election held at Central School Field, Christ the King Parish. In his post-election speech, the Igwe-elect vowed to carry everybody along, including his rival, for the rapid infrastructural development of the community. He expressed satisfaction with the smooth conduct of the election and commended the Electoral Committee, Governor Charles Chukwu Masoludo, and the people of the community for a successful election. Also contributing, the rival to the Igwe-elect, who scored 329 votes, Chief Donatus Okeke said he was satisfied that a new monarch has emerged in the community 19 years after the demise of Igwe Emebo, adding that the community will now have rapid infrastructural development. I am happy with the conduct of the election and will support the Igwe-elect for development of the community. We will now get some of the things that have been denied us, he assured. Speaking, the senior special advisor to the governor on security, Honorable Cosmas Chukwuemeka Okonkwo, said the election was free, fair, and credible, adding that the expectation from the monarch is peace in the community as the most important thing for ensuring security. He described the monarch as a humble, accommodative, listening person and peacemaker that can be able to bring development to the community. In his own speech, Ozo Onyemazo Ngini, a youth leader, said that the event was an epoch-making one as the people of Isu and Osha came out en masse to vote for the Igwe-elect, who he described as a credible person. He is the best person because of his victory. He would take Isu and Osha to another positive level. The expectations now that he has won is to liaise with the state government to bring social amenities and other community development to this community, which have been denied us since democracy. With his emergence now, peace will return to Isu and Osha, he declared. He was asked by the people of the community, both home and abroad, to contest because we have only one candidate that is contesting. He is the only one that can bring change to the community. He is the people's choice. We have only one candidate for the election, he affirmed. Also reacting, the President General of the community, Honorable Onyeka Pius, stated that the election went as he planned by being free, fair, and credible, pointing out that the people have been able to elect their choice. Since the death of our monarch 19 years ago, other PGs were not able to produce the monarch, so this was one of my campaign promises. Few months of becoming the PG, I achieved it, and I am happy about it, he stated. He, however, lamented that some people in the community wanted to impose themselves as the monarch, but he resolved that whosoever that must be, the monarch must be elected by the majority of the people. Earlier in his speech, Mr. Raphael Ezike Francis, the returning officer from the Office of the Commissioner for Local Government and Chieftaincy Affairs, expressed satisfaction that the election was hitch-free. Idiseke Market fire incident. Governor Adeleke condoles shop owners. Governor Ademola Adeleke of Osun State has condoled with the victims of the unfortunate fire incident at the popular Idiseke Market, Osogbo, in the late hours of Saturday, January 7, 2023, describing the incident as unfortunate. In a statement signed by the spokesperson to the governor, Malam Olawale Rashid, the governor prayed for the affected traders to have the fortitude to bear the loss while hailing the timely intervention of gallant men of the Osun State Fire Service for their timely intervention and prevent further spread across the market. I sympathize with my people that were affected by the fire incident. It is unfortunate to experience such At this critical time of global economic crisis, I urge all the people of Osun State to continue to take precautionary measures and put in place necessary apparatus to prevent incidents as related to fire outbreak, he added. IPAC passes vote of confidence on INEC ahead of general election. Yabagi Sani, national chairman IPAC, said that this at a news conference on Monday in Abuja at the end of an emergency general council meeting. Sani, represented by IPAC National Secretary Yusuf Dantel, said that the meeting discussed crucial national issues and evaluated emerging threats to the 2023 general election. He said that the issues included plots to remove INEC chairman Prof. Mahmoud Yakubu from office on frivolous allegations, as well as various attacks on INEC's offices in the country. Sani said that the attacks had led to the destruction of sensitive, non-sensitive electoral materials and other property, including permanent voters card (PVCs), ballot boxes, voting cubicles, etc. He said, in spite of the unprecedented attacks on INEC, the facility, and the huge cost of replacing them, INEC had remained resolute in deploying technology in the conduct of credible and inclusive general election for peaceful transfer of power. INEC's position on deployment of technology in the conduct of the 2023 general election is in tandem with the stance of IPAC. Accordingly, the entire political chairman under the umbrella of IPAC reaffirms its confidence in the INEC led by Professor Mahmoud Yakubu to conduct the 2023 general election. IPAC is satisfied with the preparations, arrangements, and measures taken so far by the Commission to conduct free, fair, credible, and transparent, inclusive, peaceful, and generally acceptable election. This is particularly its decision to deploy the Bimodal Voters Accreditation System (BVAS), an electronic device designed to read the permanent voters card and authenticate voters using the voter's fingerprint, he said. He said IPAC was in support of INEC determination to make use of BVS and eliminate incidence forms during accreditation on election day, which he said had prevented electoral practices. Should G5 work against party, they will have their people to contend with. Honorable Rogers Nwoko, People's Democratic Party (PDP) candidate for Imo West constituency at the State House of Assembly in the 2023 general elections, has said that should the G5 governors work against the party, they would have their people to contend with, stressing that the main opposition party is the only properly structured party in Nigeria. In an interview with newsmen, Nwoko stated that the PDP has been in opposition since 2011 when Rochas Okorocha became the governor, stressing that the 8 years of the administration didn't uproot PDP in the state. He said PDP has continued in opposition since the unfortunate Supreme Court decision of January 14th, 2020, but the party has remained the party to beat. This is because the PDP is the only well-structured, well-organized political party in this country and in Imo State. Of almost 12 years of being a party in opposition, the people of Imo only remember the 7 months of the Emeke Ihedioha administration and earnestly yearn for the return of PDP to power. He added, Imo State is PDP and the people know this. We pray that the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) conducts a free and fair election and the voice of the people would be heard loud and clear that PDP is the party of choice. On the aggrieved PDP group of 5 governors, popularly called the G5, and their supporters, Nwoko said that the party would return to power in 2023, pointing out that the G5 is an issue that would resolve itself before the election. The G5 governors are good party people who have supported the party and contributed to its growth. They will not work against the party, but if the proponents of the G5 wish to work against the party, they would have to contend with their people, he added. So I believe the G5 governors will support the party and its presidential candidate, but if they don't, I can tell you the people will vote for the PDP because no Nigerian alive would support a continuation of the terrible times we are in, he stated. All the people are saying is, please take us back to where we were in 2015. And I believe you understand what that means. I believe you saw what happened at Oyo State last week at the state PDP rally. Every governor has one vote and can only appeal to the conscience of his supporters to vote as he would wish them to vote, Moko said. Now we move over to the foreign scene. 6-year-old boy intentionally shoots teacher in Virginia school. The shot was so loud, one child told his mother that he felt like he couldn't breathe. The first grade class at Richneck Elementary School in Newport News, Virginia, was in a small reading group about to go to art when one of their classmates pulled a handgun from his backpack and pointed it at his teacher, Abby Zewane. According to Brittany Gregory, whose son was in the class, she was going to confiscate it, and that's when he shot, she said. Run, Zawena said. The children raced to another teacher's classroom area where they stayed in lockdown. Her son thought the teacher was shot in the hand or arms. Authorities originally described her wounds as life-threatening, but said she has improved and was in serious but stable condition. According to police radio traffic archived by the website Broadcastify, responders said a woman at the school had been shot in the abdomen and through the hand. After the shooting, the 6-year-old was in police custody. Authorities said city officials declined to say where the child is now and whether he will be charged with a crime. It is unclear how he got the hand gun. This is where we draw the curtain on news updates on Ebona, the 103.5 FM. But before we leave, a quick look at the headlines. Anambra community gets new monarch 19 years after. IPAC passes vote of confidence on INEC ahead of general election. Ibiseke market fire incident. Governor Adeleke condones shop owners. Should G5 work against party, they will have their people to contend with. 6-year-old boy intentionally shoots teacher in Virginia school. News produced and read by Martin Ipanshuku Ekezie. Thank you for listening to Ebona, the 103.5 FM news update. Good evening once again.
Listen to news updates on Ebona, the 103.5 FM immediately
So
after
subscribe, all right,
6
for
o'clock
updates.
AM
Subscribe.
and 6 o'clock PM weekdays. Stay tuned to be updated, to be informed. News updates, live reports. Ebona, the FM brings the news with actualities.